Good morning, everybody. This is Totally Trace. I am here live. I'm going to share a new card. Before I get started, though, I just want to thank all of you and how much you support me. So Wednesday, I went live with my Endless Love class to go. And everybody that commented, I really enjoyed Wednesday night, and I loved how you participated. And then afterwards, I was flooded with orders for the Endless Love Kit. And so that really just humbles me. Again, I know I've said it before, but I really appreciate it. Here I am, just this person online that you don't know, and you're sending your hard-earned money and hoping that you get something in return, since, again, you don't know me. And so I really appreciate it. I have spent all morning, I've been up since about 4:30. I've been up all morning working on those kits. I'm hoping to get them out today. So thank you for that. In fact, I think I only have 5 left. So if you are wanting a kit for Valentine's Day, make sure you order it today. And I'll show you what those cards are. So first, here's what a kit looks like. You get the 6x6 sheets of paper, you'll get the loose Valentines, you'll get 2 feet of ribbon, and then you'll have envelopes with all the supplies needed to make the cards. You just provide your stamps and ink, and then you'll get this gusseted bag as well. And all of that will make, I have the projects here. So you'll make this bag, and then you'll make this fun fold card. This card, oh boy, oh no, I'm not missing it. I see it. This card, this fun fold, and this shaker card. One caveat. So again, I was flooded with orders, which is a great problem to have, but I did run out of the Poppy Parade paper. So for this card, I will be substituting a different backgrounds. And I'm still, if you already ordered, I had the exact right amount for you. But again, for those last 5 kits that I have, it will be here. Good morning, Terry. This card will have red or some other color. I'm going to play around to see which color I like best. But as I've said, this paper is amazing because all of your reds, all of your pinks, they just work with it. All right, but today I've had this card in my mind for a while, and I just haven't had time to do it. And so we're going to see how it plays out, because I know when something's in my mind, it doesn't necessarily turn out the way I want it to. But this is going to be great for those scraps. And so you can see I've got tons of scraps left over from the cards I've made, and I just keep them in an envelope so that they don't get lost. And then I keep that envelope inside the packaging of the 12 by 12 paper and then of course, if I don't have any more 12 by 12 paper left, then I just keep this in a little bin that I have. So just a tip for you. I know I love watching how people store things. All right, so I'm going to start with real red. And again, this has only been in my head, so I might be changing it as we go. So if I don't like how it looks, I'll get out a different sheet of paper. So I cut it at 5.5. By 8.5, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Hi, Annette. Thanks for joining. And then I'm actually going to cut off 1 inch. So I'll tell you what I'm thinking for this card. So this bundle has this die cut, and I was thinking I would make a bunch of those out of my scraps and then just kind of lay them back and forth here. So to get started, I did die cut a bunch, and actually I had some already die cut. So again, all I did was take my scraps. So like this one would be a perfect candidate, or even smaller. So like this one, I had this small piece, so I cut out 2 of them out of there. And so this is what I have. And of course they're two-sided. I love that paper. Sorry, my mom is texting me right now. Oh, we're not going to use that one because look, I cut it upside down. So we'll have to use that side. Oh, those hearts are upside down too. All right, well, maybe nobody will notice, or maybe it won't make the cut. So what I was thinking was just doing something like this. All right, I think I am going to need some different backgrounds. Oh, and it's not going to take as many as I thought. All right, I don't like the red on red. So let's see. Let's put my white insert in and see how that will look. So I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4 by 4. Good morning, Nicole. All right, I definitely like how that is making that pop, but now I feel like this needs something too. So let me pull out some of my full sheets. Oh, I never used this paper. I wonder how this will look. All right, I need some help from my friends out there. I don't know, I'm kind of liking it, but I'm not sure. Let's see how just white, or what we could do is use some vellum. Oh, I think I like the white on white actually better. Okay, so let's see. We can't just have it white. That wouldn't be right. So this should be 3 1/4. So let me cut this down to 3 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and emboss it. So I've got the Hearts of Love embossing folder. And so we'll just put that in. Oh, got it upside down. We'll see how this looks with it. Ooh, and then maybe I'll even blend it. All right, it's coming together. I think I like that idea. Did you hear that loud pop? I just got a new platform for my embossing machine, and I can't believe how much tighter it is. I never thought the block really did anything. Okay, so now let's add some blending to this. Something else I wanted to do. So I'm going to pull out Real Red. And my red blending brush. Have you done this technique before? Where you just blend over an embossing and it really hits those top ridges. Something important is, you see I'm always blending off first. Otherwise you might not get the consistency you want. All right, let's see how that looks now. And yes, that was Real Red ink that I used, but because I went so light, it does look like a pink, which I am okay with. All right, that might be where I want to keep it. What do you think? Is it too busy? Should I have stuck with just the white? Nobody's commenting out there. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I might change how my hearts are laid. I'm not sure which ones I want facing up, but I like the layout of it. And we could even go 4. Yeah, I like it with 5. That adds some interest. Okay, let's pull out that stamp set. So again, this is Endless Love. It's a whole suite, so everything you see me using is coming from the suite. And I think I want to say, I don't know, do we want to keep this traditional and say Happy Valentine's Day? I really love the sending you love. In fact, how about trying to think what shape I'm going to want this on. I pulled out Love and XO. Again, we're just trying. If I don't like it, I can change it. All right, let me get some white scrap out. Oh, that would be too big. Sorry, what? In my scrap bin, I also keep all my shapes. I don't have any right size scraps, so I guess we'll be using that one. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to stick with the real red. Oh, Terry, you like them staggered. Okay, good. I did too. So thanks for that feedback. And I think it looks better with the more, and you can get more by staggering them. I'm going to look at my different shapes when I die cut this. So I'm going to kind of put this in the middle. Oops. Okay, I like how that's looking. Hopefully it'll look good on the card too. So I've got the textured notes. I'm wondering if one of these will fit this. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said I didn't want to, I should have stamped it right in the middle to see. Let's look at arches. All right, now that we have this new, we'll look at stylish shapes too. Now that we have these new packaging, I have 2 bins that are right next to me with my most used supplies, but it seems like they're always in the wrong bin because now these are the same packaging as the stamps, so they tend to get lost on me. I don't know if everybody else is having that problem. Good morning, Yvonne. All right, let's look. I never use squares on my cards. Wonder how that will look. Oh, that fits nicely. Maybe today I'm going to use a square. Nope, and I don't want to go up to that big one. It's probably not stamped right. All right, we'll look at arches. Nope, don't think that's going to work. Okay, we're going to try a square. So again, this is from Stylish Shapes, which is a must-have. And hopefully you don't think I overuse that word. Because of course I want it all, but there are a few things that are just a must-have. And the Stylish Shapes I use all the time. So if you're looking for dies, that is a must-have. And then my must-have stamp set is the sentiment stamp is the, Just Because, Brush with Beauty. That's the name of it. Not the flower portion of that, which that one's great too. Oh, Words of Beauty. That's what it's called. That's a must-have for sentiments. Okay. Let's go back to let's see how this looks. Terry likes some staggers. We're going to do that. Oh, I don't want 2 of those. Okay. I don't know if I like it. Yep, I feel like it's too big. So that's going to go into that envelope that I showed you earlier where I have all of my scraps, because I'm sure I can use that. I think I need a smaller sentiment. So let's go to, how about sending you, no, how about today and always? We're going to go really simple. So great wedding card, great anniversary card, great just because card. Okay, pulled out a scrap. Let's get that real wedding back out. Yvonne says she's been working with that Brush with Beauty suite. Yeah, it's amazing. The paper is beautiful. And again, the words, the sentiment stamp in that is great as well. Okay, let's see if I feel like I might need some more dimension in this. So I'm wondering what this will look like. Okay, so that's an option. Or I'm surrounded by hearts. If you're wondering, like, how does she just keep pulling all this out? Between making kits this morning and playing with this suite, I'm, again, just filled with hearts. Ooh, I might like that one. So this is from that same Endless Love bundle. I just pulled out the biggest heart now. I think that was what I needed on there, and I don't mind covering it with all these little ones. Okay. So now this one, you just got to poke out all these little holes. Yvonne, you say you're playing with Brush with Beauty. If you go to my YouTube channel or just go to the videos section, Reels section on my Facebook page, I have made a ton of cards with that. So feel free to go back and look at those to get some inspiration. Copy what you like, ignore what you don't. I normally find this very therapeutic to do this, but I always feel guilty when I'm live with you that, do you really want to watch me sitting here poking holes? I don't know, maybe it's therapeutic for you too. All right, normally I do it over the trash can. You can see why. Now I've got these little dots everywhere. All right, I'm going to start gluing down at least this front part, so I can get an idea of what this is really going to look like. We'll pop this one up. Yvonne says, good to know. Thank you. Yes, of course. I do want one more dimensional right under there. Okay. Now let's check out how these hearts should lay. And then of course I got to remember that I have two sides. See, I do love that side. I don't know if I like it up against the red. All right, I'm going to keep it there. This is my favorite paper, but I do feel like it's hard to match because the red background isn't like any color that we have. You can see it's too bright to be red. It's not quite poppy. It does go well with strawberry slush though. So I might use this side, but let's do... I'm not sure I'm liking that there. Oh, this might have been good there. No, I like it at the bottom. Okay, I think one more change. I could spend hours doing this. Anybody else have that problem? Nope. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And I'm sticking with it. All right. So now just because I want my card level, this one I'm going to pop up. And then these I can glue here. Oh, look, I forgot my order. And I'm only going to put glue on the half that's over here so I don't glue my card shut. Okay, this one will still fit with, ooh. No, I want the stripes. I love this XO paper though. Oh, see, I did it. I put it on the wrong side. Okay, we're gonna let that one dry. So that one's gonna go this, so we'll make this one go this way, and I'm gonna pop it. Okay. So if we're gonna put that there, I pulled out some ribbon. So this is bubble bath ribbon. It is part of the suite. Hi, Noreen. I hope all of you are working on your Valentine's cards. I know it seems far away, but it's less than a month away. Come on. There we go. I did not want to cooperate. Hi, Debbie. Okay, I love how thin this ribbon is. I feel like it can go on every card. Yeah, that's gonna look cute there. And then of course, part of the suite is also these loose Valentines. I'm really just about out of these. I've got more on the way though. Okay, that is still not, my other heart is still not anywhere near being dry. I'm looking for my silicone mats. Here we go. Let's see if I can just wipe it off. That might help the drying process. Or here's what I'll do. I'm gonna glue it right to that, just so I can get it on my card so you can see the finished piece. Yeah, okay, let's look. I almost did it again. See, my struggle with spatial sense is real. So it needs to be on this side. Okay, now we can pop this up. Put it right there. And then these little hearts I'm gonna glue down just by putting a little dot there and dropping it right on top. And then you can just kind of turn it however you want it. That was a lot of glue for that one. That heart is definitely going to stick. All right, and then let's get this guy trimmed down. And I'm just going to use a mini glue dot. Okay, and now for the inside. Today and always, maybe I'll just put some hearts on the inside. Putting paper on the inside is, like some of your designer series paper is always fun. You could glue down another heart on the inside. But I'm just going to put one in this corner. I'm not going to put it on the right side because that would show on the outside of the card, because remember I cut off that extra inch. And then this is going to get glued inside. All right, and there is the finished card. This paper, the suite, is one of those that everything coordinates, and it's impossible to make an ugly card. It's just popping up for me on camera, and I think it actually, most cards I say, oh, it looks better in person than it does on camera, but I think this one might even look better on camera. All right, so thanks for joining me today. Again, if you want that Endless Love Suite or Endless Love class to go, I only have 5 left. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I see them coming through. So make sure you order that today. The link is in the comments section to register for that. And remember that first card. So when you watch the replay, I ran out of Poppy Parade just because this kit was way more popular than I expected it to be. So you'll be getting a different color for that, but everything else will be the exact same. And then I'm live again Wednesday of next week, and I'm going to be doing something with the new product of the month, that Fabulous Sayings stamp set. I don't know what, but so join me for that. Oh, more hearts going through. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next time.